Just snipped the ties on my shibori roll from last night, and I'm getting ready to rinse it and unroll it. This is my shibori sunrise to sunset pattern. I'm going to give it a good rinse until the water runs clear. Then I'll give it a quick warm bath in the sink with some Dawn blue soap. And I'll rinse that out, wring it out again until it's clear, and throw it in the washing machine on a small load with warm water. Just a little bit of free and clear laundry soap. Then I'll throw it in the dryer and dry it to set it. I used a wide stripe of yellow on this shirt because I wanted the center line to be really bright. And you put the bright in the middle, it helps accent the other pastels that are around it. Oh my gosh, did you hear my dogs run through? They're crazy. Crazy little Boston Terriers. Alright, that looks like it's starting to run clear. I'm going to switch this water to hot. I'm going to plug the sink. First I'm going to wipe this thing out. Make sure there's no residual dye from a different ice dye I did over the sink last night. It would stink to do this pastel and stick in a sink full of leftover black and gray and blue powder. Nothing makes you mad at me messing up a cute shirt with the leftover ink from somewhere. Or not ink, dye. Different dyes and other alcohol. I don't want that to be completely hot, but I do want it to be fairly warm. Alright, I'm going to dunk it. Swish it. But I don't want to swish over the color, dark to the light. Still see the yellow coming out quite a bit. Alright, I'm going to ring it. Oh, yellow. Alright, that's enough soap. Let's switch back to cold. And rinse again. Wet it, rinse it, squeeze it, wet it, rinse it, squeeze it. I also tie-dyed this one inside out because the kit that I purchased where I used some of the darker colors had the soda ash mixed in already, It doesn't always dissolve, and on 2 of the shirts I made today, it ended up with like little pepper dots on it. So YouTube said turn your shirts inside out to help camouflage when your soda ash doesn't always dissolve in the liquid dye once you've mixed it. And I've shaken the bottles of dye 10 minutes. It doesn't matter if you shake it 1 minute or 10 minutes. If it isn't going to dissolve, it isn't going to dissolve. And then it's going to show up as a blemish. I'm getting out of that blue. See a lot of blue coming out of the bottom. Clear that time. All right, final rinse. Final ring. And I'm going to throw it in the washing machine. And I'll come back later to show you the finished dried product. They're always a lot more vibrant when they're wet. This one's also still inside out. I'm going to wash it inside out and dry it inside out, but that's the pattern. That's the back. And that's the front. So I'm going to go ahead and throw this in the washing machine, let it sit for a minute while I rinse out another one. Even while I laid that out in the washing machine to wait for this next one to get rinsed, I still kept it not laying color over color. I kept the colors separate. So I'm going to go ahead and film this one. This one's getting unwrapped. I still will have to take off the rubber bands, and I'll probably hyperlapse this so you don't have to sit and watch through that whole process. You can keep your plastic wrap straight. You can do a good job of getting it out of there without cross coloring. The rubber bands. I'm going to sit them over here because I'll rinse them and reuse them. Take the dark ones down this side. And then we'll do an unfold reveal. I'm excited because this is my first time doing this fold. So we'll see. I'm not going to tell you what it is unless it turns out. If not, I'll just say it was a rainbow. Still not confident in my skills. I learn more every day. Just learn how to get rubber bands off. Go ahead and take that little one off. One off. And let's unfold this baby. We'll unfold it by the tag. Oh, yes. Beautiful. Love it. Now we're going to rinse. I don't think that probably water is going to wash down. We'll put bring them in when we're done. exactly the white spaces, and just blow the hot out to kind of brighten them up a little bit and get rid of any residual that flowed onto it while we're rinsing. Not a lot of white spaces on this design, but I stuff it for them to be bright versus red. I gotta say, this is probably one of my favorites that I've done. Can't remember. I have to give credit to the person who channel I watched where I figured out how to do the fold. It's basically a fan fold, but you start it from the side of the waist versus in the center. So it has like a wave to the side. And these were all made with mostly, minus a couple of the blacks and the blues, these were all the Tulip brand One Step. I think that's my preferred brand. I ordered some off-brand refills from Amazon, and they're the ones that have given me the most issues with the gotting from undissolved soda ash in the mix. So not all brands are made the same. Plus, I can go at a whim. If I don't want to wait for Amazon, I can go at a moment's notice to Walmart and pick it up for Hobby Lobby, and it's not expensive. I think I get like, I buy the $22 pack that's got 12 colors of the 8-ounce bottles. That does a buttload of projects. And this one I made late last night, last one right before I went to bed and put all my stuff away, just because I had so many colors left and I didn't want to waste them. And they say don't use them after 24 hours. Although I will say that purple turned out pretty, but it was a lot more vibrant before rinse. But that's because it was already over 24 hours old and I kept it in the refrigerator overnight. But it still worked and it still gave me a layer of purple. Actually kind of like it better than one if it was in dark, because it kind of gives it some texture in that throw. Anyway, I'm going to squeeze this. I think it should be just about done. Yep, that's running clear. And I'll shut that water off for a bit. I'll show you the third project. I'm not sure I want to rinse this one tonight or not. I didn't get this one done until like almost 1 o'clock in the morning last night, so technically, I know it says 6 to 8 hours, but I found that if you want it to stick, you need to leave it on there at least 24 hours. I ain't staying up that late again tonight, so I will probably go ahead and rinse this one. I don't think I want to wash it with my other two anyway, so I'm not worried about going ahead and starting those other two colored ones that I have going. This one's dark, and I don't think I want, I don't know, we'll open it, I'll see what it looks like. I shall decide. I guess I'm ready to rinse it. It's been waiting long enough. When I woke up this morning, there was still ice on the top of it. I moved the camera, so I want to make sure you guys can still see what I'm trying to show you. So this one I did with, I'm going to try to move this camera. Hold on a second. This one I used a little bit different method. I did the ice method where I put the t-shirt in the roll shape that I wanted it to be in. And then I stuck it in that, rubber banded it, it was in the circle, then I put it in this aluminum foil ice dam and filled the top with crushed ice. After I sprinkled some of the dye on the shirt, and then after the ice was in, I sprinkled the dye on top of the ice. And you just let that melt, and then that's been there since about 1 o'clock in the morning last night. It's only 8:20 p.m. the next day currently. So not quite 24 hours, but I think with these, if you leave them soaked too much, they get too muddy. And I also don't want to get those chunks all over me because I'm wearing my other favorite tie-dye I made. So I'm going to just put my hand over it and I'm snipping these rubber bands. I have a million. I'm not worried about wasting a few. Just going to get rid of all of them. And so they don't fling back and fling that very active powder on me, because I do not want that on my shirt that I'm wearing. All right. And then just, this is just a scrunch basically. No specific pattern. I'll have to come back and fish those rubber bands out later. This one I just kind of got creative. It was late, I was tired. I tried to do one thing and it didn't work, so I went a different way halfway. So this is basically a couple of different folds in one shirt late at night. See what it looks like. This is artistic. This is me taking artistic license with the tie-dye folding process. So it's either going to be really cute or an epic fail. We'll see. Get some of those rubber bands so they don't go down the garbage disposal. Husband frowns on that. Oh, so far I like it. Oh, that's cool. It looks like a galaxy. I'm going to come around this way. Get the rest of these rubber bands off real quick. Oh, that's awesome. Well, that's pretty cool. I like it. Move those out of the way, and I'm actually going to move this whole dirty tray out of the way. Oh, put my finger in the middle, move this up and out, move it over on the side. Wipe the front of the cabinet that I just smeared some dye all over, and I'm going to get this one rinsed before that chunks start getting everywhere else. I'm going to power wash it to get those excess chunks off that moved around while I was rubber banding it, so they don't cross onto the parts that are set. Ooh, that's muddy. I can't wait to see this one folded out all the way, because I think, like I say with everyone, oh, this one's really my favorite. I could honestly say that about all of them, though. I don't want to lay that in the muck. I'm going to drape it. I'm going to rinse my hands off and clean out the other side of the sink so I can stretch that out. Hope there's no holes in these gloves, because otherwise I'm going to have blueberry hands. I'm hanging on it with my big shirt on.
You got a paper towel?
Dang it. Put my jacket on my shirt. Don't wear your favorite project while you're making another project, because then it becomes just another work shirt. Alright. Starting over with a cleaner work surface over here so I can lean forward. Short people problems when you're barely 5 foot. Can't reach your own kitchen sink. Of course, I have the tripod set on a bar stool where I should be standing, but I wanted you guys to go see this. I think I just heard an ice cube fly off the sleeve into the other side of the sink, so that ice been on there for a minute. If you want to insulate anything for ice, use aluminum foil. I did make a little aluminum foil shaped cap and fold it down over the top too overnight, so the ice would melt slowly. So if it melts too fast, then it just all melts together and it looks crappy. Also, I put the dye on first in the rainbow pattern around the circle, or across the circle, I should say. And then I put one probably half-inch layer of, maybe not even that, maybe a third of an inch of crushed ice. And then I put the rest of the powder of the dye down on top of the crushed ice. And then I topped the whole entire, like, chimney top thing with, the aluminum foil thing with about 5 inches of cubed ice. And then I topped the whole cover. I capped it off with more crushed ice. And I woke up this morning. I didn't come in here right away and check it, but around 9:30 when I came for another cup of coffee, it was still ice at 9:30 this morning. So it took a long time to process it. I think doing it that way with the small ice, the big ice, helps it actually make like a pattern rather than just all of it being run together like watercolors. I also did this on a dry shirt. I did not use a wet shirt for this process. The last 2 times I did the ice method, I used damp shirts, barely damp, and it just seems like the dye goes through too fast and makes it smear together, and it's not cute. Like, I don't like this part right here where it seems to smear. It'll probably be better when it dries, but like, I had whole shirt turn out all blurred together like that. Was ugly. One of those that you make into a work shirt, you don't want nobody to see it. Let's hold this up and see what the pattern looks like now that I've got the chunks off. Looking for the top, looking for the front. Alright, let's hold it up. Oh, I love it. Ooh, I might do bleach splatters to make stars down in the dark and make it a galaxy shirt. A nebulous, an aurora borealis shirt. Sunrise to sunset. Oh, I love this shirt. I don't know about that bottom corner. Let's check it. Oh, yeah, it's got a pop of green to match the top. Yes. So all in all, the ice tie or ice method did a really good job on this with just scrunching it. Doing a couple of folds on the edges. Doing it at an angle. And letting the ice melt all over it overnight. Alright. Oh, that's not going to clear yet. I'm going to do that some more. Pretty awesome, man. Maisie, Maverick, hush it. Sorry, my dogs are outside barking. It's the first day it's been nice enough to open the screens and have the screens open and let some fresh spring air in the house. They're sitting out on the front porch, probably barking at squirrels or passers-by. There's a lamppost. They just like to bark. But they are dogs, that's what they do. It's their yard. They pay the taxes on it so they can bark if they want to. I did notice that with the ice dye ones, I kind of go excessive with the powder. It takes forever for them to rinse clear. Because I probably overdid it. But it's nice and vibrant. I don't do a lot of red, but I sure love the row of red I put in there. I think it was called ruby red. So a jewel tone along with that amethyst purple. And then I had a sunshine orange and a lime green and a primary yellow. And everything else is a byproduct of the mixy. The magic of the color wheel. See, that's where a piece of green powdered out on the orange part of the shirt. Yes, that is there forever. That will make it unique. Alright. It may not be all rinsed out, but my hands are frozen. I'm going to throw it in the washing machine and let the washing machine do the rest of the work with a similarly colored shirt. So, here's what this one looks like, all wrung out and ready to go in the wash. Along with the first one we did, which was the second one we did, actually. This is the side fan fold. And then we had the chivalry already over in the washing machine. So I'm going to take these wet gloves off. I'm going to go over to the laundry room real quick. Whoa. After I drop the phone and show you my big nose. And here's the ones that have been hanging since last night. The ones I finished last night. Well, the ones over here. These are all progress. These are all waiting to be done. Alright, sorry I walked under the clothes. Throwing this in here. Throwing this in here. I'm going to close it real quick. Don't want to leave those sitting on top of each other very long. Short girl problem. This is how I do soap because I can't reach. So we're going to do that. I'm just putting about a quarter of the fill in there. Sorry, I'm just staring at the ceiling, but I'm too short. I can't look at the phone to do what I'm doing. Oh my lord. Midget on loose. Can't get the soap back up. It fell out of the cabinet. Right. We're going to turn it on. Speed wash. We're going to do a warm. Extra high. I'm going to do a normal for 20. Actually, I'm going to do a 15 and set start. All right, that's it, folks. I'll be back and show you what they look like when they're done drying. Hi, guys. It's the next day, and I am ready to start rinsing out the tie-dye projects I started yesterday. I'm going to go ahead and start the rinsing, and I'll probably hyperlapse that so you don't have to watch so much. And then I'll do a review of all the designs from yesterday and today once they've all been washed and dried and ready to show. Thanks for watching.